Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Security Top team. Just so you know, the Security Top is not just a name. It is a precautionary measure that will provide added protection to a non-resealable bottled beverage of choice. In today's society, unfortunately, individuals that live amongst us do not always have our best interests. In recent years, sexual assaults have increased. 293 cases have occurred annually in the U.S., 25% of which is due to spiked beverages. This data represents 68% of reported cases. The other 32% was not recorded due to the embarrassment of victims to come forth, the lack of recollection, and also if the drug is not tested immediately, within 72 hours, it will become non-traceable within the body. Now I have a question for you. How easy is it for someone to slip something into your beverage or someone whom you may know?
So we went ahead and surveyed 180 people, asking them that exact question. We found that 60% of those people believe it would be easy for someone to spike their beverage or tamper with it. So our target market is the 20 million college students and or their concerned parents. But that's not where we're going to stop. We foresee bottle distributors will embrace and endorse our product for the safety of their consumers. And we plan to reach out to private restaurants, sports bars, nightclubs to join us in our Top It to Stop It campaign. And there are a few products out on the market already that are reactive, but what sets us apart is we plan to be proactive in our approach rather than reactive.
So research does show that there are 35 billion glass bottles made each year, 60% of which are beer bottles. We view this as an opportunity. We view this as a potential for our best utilization of our product. Our product is a tangible solution that will proactively protect a beer bottle while reducing the chance of occurrence. So the Security Top is portable, reusable, and easy to clean. We also see this as a platform technology where we can actually hopefully utilize it in other drinking containers. We will use funding for marketing, LLC, trademark, further research into notification technologies, and increase in production. Not only that, we do view this as a brand as an opportunity to start our Top It to Stop It campaign, where we will hopefully host events across the country where we can raise awareness and also promote and advertise our brand and its product.
Thank you for your time. We hope you join us in being proactive and not reactive, and Top It to Stop It. Questions?
So what are your competitors right now? Do those products already exist in the marketplace?
This part here does not. There's DrinkSafe technology. They have a coaster in which there are two identifiers, and what they do is they test the beverage for a sample to determine if you've been spiked or not. Also, there's Indiegogo. They did research in 2012 on cups or straws that will also detect and change colors.
But you don't detect anything, it's just strictly a capping.
We're trying to be proactive, not
Yes,
So it's a
reactive.
capping technology.
Yes,
Right.
Yeah.
So that people have a
And do you have an estimate in terms of how you price this or anything else in the marketplace as to what it would bear?
So with what we have now, we see it being something that could cost maybe $2 to $3. It's not going to be something extravagant, something affordable and appealing for somebody to obtain.
Do you know how much it would cost to make it?
Well,
there's a high investment cost in starting it up. We have to use expensive equipment, expensive molds and tooling of the molds. But when it comes down to cost per part, it comes down to something that we can make a profit off $2 to $3 per part.
How do you prevent this from easily being copied by other people?
That's what we hope to trademark or patent or Alex.
So this is specifically for the bottle,
Right.
correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So you're really not targeting all of those 20 million students or their parents, you're just targeting the portion of that population that drink out of the bottle.
Right.
So I have two daughters that are graduates now. One daughter went to school in the South and they drink out of cups
Right.
with straws. So just consider that you don't have that 20 million population, right?
Right.
We did take that into consideration,
Okay.
and we are working on something that will be universal for cups as well.
Okay, that's good, that's good. I think it's a fantastic idea because there's a real concern, and it's not just with the students, it's concerned parents.
Right.
Because this does happen very frequently. So I would also consider for your target, not just the parents and the students, but the schools, the universities.
Right.
This could be something that could be part of their communications with the students too. So just take that into consideration.
So did you do a search to see if this product already exists?
Yeah,
Yes, we
we've
have.
done a lot of searches.
Nice.
I searched the USPTO database as well.
$2.99.
Right.
Those are like ring things that just kind of
Well,
attach
very,
on
similar,
plastic.
similar molded coating.
Our goal-
I mean,
Right.
great idea, I love it,
Right.
I'm just trying, but from a uniqueness perspective,
Right.
it's gonna be, unless you do something of a
Right.
novel nature, it's gonna be impossible to patent.
Right.
And it's gonna be very easy to,
So like Andy was saying, we hope to use funding to look into some sort of like notification system that we can put into it. Obviously, that would raise the price a little bit. But we've done some research on materials as well. They have some that, I don't want to get too much into it, but there are other things we can incorporate that might.
So why don't you want to get too much into it?
I don't, just for patent purposes, I don't want to disclose anything or.
Oh, we're not gonna.
well, okay, well.
I don't know.
No,
Can help
no,
you.
since-
I know.
We decided just not
deal with
disclosure
early stage stuff all the
agreement,
time, so,
Okay, that's fair.
so without disclosing the claims of a
Exactly.
patent, okay?
All right,
We're still talking
so
about the area, so
we-
how do you differentiate this market? Because right now, I did, literally, I didn't spend a lot of time searching this, so I spent 15 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes doing a web search in this area, looking for solutions and found that, okay?
Right.
And along with some other stuff that supports all the data you have in terms of the problem area, and especially the open container problem. So now you gotta say, if you're gonna do something here to make it a viable business, right now, the way you described it, it's not viable, from my perspective, it's not a
Right,
viable
fair.
business. So what do you think, or what have you thought about doing that can actually provide a sustainable differentiator for this?
Right.
Well, what we would consider is this just being a start. The novelty piece would be an RFID detection device to connect to an application to your phone so that you can see and view if your bottle has been tampered.
Like if someone opened, like separated the cat from the leash, almost like.
So that's a differentiator.
Right.
So that's what you really should be talking about.
I also-
See, we didn't know how far we could go with this presentation, with the pitch.
Well, you gotta talk about what you have to do is articulate what's different about what you're doing. Why is this special than something that's generally available in the marketplace that's easily produced by anybody? So what are you doing, so specifically, you've talked about the problem you're trying to solve.
Right.
But what I haven't heard here is what your solution is that provides you, frankly, with some uniqueness
Right.
and also adds that value in to say, it could be easy for someone just to pop off the top, throw something in and put it back in your back's terms. So the question is,
What's
how do you in fact
separating
differentiate
you
that?
from what he's already found?
Yeah.
And how is it easy for a drunk college student to really
Yeah.
be able to follow whatever the detection would be?
Right.
Easy enough that they're going to when they're drinking.
I also found a material that it's patented separately as a material, but it sticks to itself and not anything else. So we're just for an idea of something that might be more affordable is just like the leash can stick to the top of the cap and it's pretty hard to peel it off, and it's reusable. So that could be something that deters someone from
Like a
choosing
Velcro
that
or
drink.
something?
It's sort of like a Velcro, but it's not. It's material to material. It's flat. It looks nice. It's shiny.
Yeah. Or if you thought of a chemical, teaming up with the guys in the chemical department, in the chemistry department, if you had a chemical detector or something that was part of this, that changed color or something, gives
Well,
an
that's
indication.
already out there.
Oh, that does, oh.
But
So if you incorporate that in,
Draws.
could you incorporate that in
Right.
as a standard part?
Another approach we wanted to do is just overall just bringing this product to establishments. You know what I mean? Make it something that an insurance thing for them. Make them provide it with their logo, insurance logo, have it at their location, and they will get an incentive for trying to prevent this from happening in their establishment. Because I don't know if you guys are familiar with the gun issue, people are trying to sue gun makers for them being shot. So it's kind of a weird way to look at it, but maybe they can do that with the insurance companies can do that with the establishments, protect them.
That's what I was wondering, how often would someone actually carry it with them to the bar or to the party? But if it was provided there as a promotional piece and the safety piece of your campaign,
Yeah.
then it may be something that could be used, or could it be recycled afterward, that as they're leaving, it gets recycled, and then the next group comes in?
Another thing is that we noticed with those, I did see those, is that they're just generic. They're bland. I see this more as a branding thing. Like, let's say if you have a favorite team, the Red Sox, Patriots, oh, I'm gonna grab one of these because it represents my interest.
So you would pull it off before you throw your bottle away.
Yeah. Or I would buy it because it represents what I like.
So it would have to be pretty inexpensive to buy it if I'm gonna throw it away.
Yeah.
But like we said, it is reusable too, so if we are trying to do some research to make it novel and set ourselves apart. So, I mean, if it was a little more expensive, it is reusable.
And so you may really want to consider, where if it's a throwaway thing, you know, large corporations or larger universities and colleges that can buy in bulk and know that it's going to be thrown away, but it's going to also save at the end of the day some students
Right.
from going through everything, right?
Have you done market research to see how many, like, students would actually use something like this if they were out at a party or at a bar?
That one, we have not researched that yet. We plan to do that if we were selected to the finalists in between that time frame to go out and interview and survey students.
You know, you may want to consider to the point of collaborating with the chemical engineering department. You know, at the end of that thing that you're covering, you have something that sticks out that you can just go like this with the beer bottle, go like this, and if it's changed color when you open it up, it's an indicator,
Right,
True.
yeah,
right?
that would be differential.
That would be differentiating too. It's not just like your thought of putting it on the iPhone, right? If you
Yeah.
can lose your iPhone, like a lot of kids are doing.
Right.
Right.
Keep it simple.
So, just keep
Right.
it simple. If you open up your bottle, you just kind of go like this, you open it, okay, it turned red.
Yeah.
I can't drink it. You know, a lot of girls aren't gonna be sticking, because part of it is the fingernail polish, right?
Yeah.
Stick it in. Well, once you drink this down here, you can't really stick unless you put it upside down, you're gonna get
Spill
yourself
it,
all
yeah.
everywhere, right?
So incorporating the two,
So
reactive
there's
and
my
proactive.
Right.
Collaborate with some chemical engineers.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
and that way you can actually create a larger demand, because then it becomes a one-time use, but it has value to it, so in fact, they would use it each time. If they've used it, they can throw it away and get another one. So because once it changes to a color, obviously, it would be a one-time chemical change, so you would have a color change. Don't worry about it changing back, it has that
That's great
value right
advice.
there.
And I think it's going after the bulk orders, you know,
Yeah,
it's like
definitely.
the universities that are held accountable when things like this happen, so it's giving them options to pass out a freshman orientation, to have the conversation. It's not really like the average college student buying it, it's going after the big bulk orders and having a manufacturer who can fulfill them.
Right.
great. That's awesome advice. Thank you very much. Yeah, awesome.
Make sure that we can set which instance questions. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.